All right, ready for another deep dive. This time we're tackling a subject that's both exciting and a little daunting: baby gear.
Yes. A world full of tiny socks and things that go beep.
Exactly. And to get a handle on it, we're taking a peek at Amazon's Infantile y Bebés Deals page. Think of it as like a window into what parents are really into right now.
It's a fascinating snapshot.
Totally. So the first thing that jumps out are Amazon's overall picks. Now, these aren't just, random items. They've got to have 4 or more stars, lots of purchases, and a low return rate.
It's like crowdsourcing good choices for your little one.
Yeah, like harnessing the wisdom of other parents who've been there.
Exactly. We might think we're making these independent decisions, but those overall pick tags, they can be surprisingly persuasive.
Oh, for sure. Like, well, if all these other parents love it, it must be good.
Right.
Okay, but let's move beyond the algorithm and talk about some actual products. 2 things that really stood out to me just in terms of like peace of mind were the Rohent baby car camera and the Cumber extra tall baby gate.
Yeah, those are tapping into some core parental anxieties. I mean, the
Yeah.
car camera lets you keep an eye on your little one, especially when they're, rear facing,
Right.
and you can't see what's going on.
Right, right.
And that extra tall baby gate, preventing tumbles down the stairs. You would be surprised how common those are.
Really? I didn't realize that was such a big concern.
Oh, yeah.
See, we're already learning stuff. Okay,
Mhm.
but safety isn't everything, right? We also want our little ones to be comfy. And let's be honest, we want things to be easy on us parents too.
Oh, absolutely. Convenience is key, especially in those early days when you're seriously sleep deprived.
Oh yeah.
Um, and that's where products like the Baby Bond baby bath seat, the Mink baby inflatable seat, and the 79 by 71 foldable playmat come in. It's about creating safe, contained spaces for baby to just chill.
Ooh, I love that. I'm picturing myself, finally getting to enjoy a cup of coffee while my little one just hangs out in their inflatable
All
throne.
right, exactly.
Okay, speaking of chill, can we talk about how cute those Toy baby sock shoes and the GI Semi baby sneakers are? I mean, come on.
They are adorable. But those non-slip soles, those are more than just, a fashion statement.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Um, Proper footwear is so important for those first wobbly steps. It really helps support those developing feet. And, it can help prevent slips and falls.
Right, because as we just learned, those falls are no joke.
Exactly.
Okay, but eventually, those little steps turn into like full-blown exploration, and that's where those developmental toys come in. I'm talking about like the wooden play gym with hanging toys and the Your Loa dancing duck infant toy.
These are all about engaging those senses and encouraging those crucial motor skills. The play gym is great for reaching, grasping, batting, all that. And then that dancing duck, well, that adds a musical element.
Which could be a hit or miss for the parents.
Right. Some babies will be mesmerized, others might just find it annoying.
Yeah, it's a gamble. Okay, now on a more practical side, I was kind of intrigued by the baby nail trimmer. I mean, those tiny little fingernails,
Oh, I know. It can be so scary.
right? And then there's the multifunctional baby pet scale. I mean, who knew you needed a scale that could weigh both your baby and your cat?
Well, you gotta monitor the growth of both your babies,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Ah.
And I love a good multi-purpose gadget. Okay, and finally, got to give a shout out to sustainability with the Alva Baby reusable swim diaper and its matching top. I mean, so cute.
It's a great option. Reusable products are such a smart choice. Not only are they good for the environment, but they can be gentler on baby's skin and save you money in the long run.
It's a win-win-win. So far, we've covered a lot, from safety and comfort to encouraging development and even thinking about the environment. But this is just the beginning of our deep dive.
We've only just scratched the surface of this vast and ever-evolving world of baby products.
Exactly. And next time, we're going to go beyond the products themselves and really dig into the psychology of all this.
The marketing tactics they use on parents, the cultural influences,
Yeah.
it's going to get interesting.
It is. So stay tuned, Deep Divers, for part 2.
It'll be back before you know it.
Welcome back, Deep Divers. So we're continuing our baby gear adventure, but this time we're going a little deeper.
Beyond the cute little onesies and the gadgets and gizmos.
Exactly. We're talking about the psychology of parenting, like how all this stuff plays into our minds.
Because becoming a parent, it's like it opens you up to this whole new world of pressures,
Hmm.
anxieties. You're suddenly bombarded with messages about what your baby needs, what will make them the smartest, the happiest.
Right. Like suddenly everything is a must-have.
It's easy to get caught up in that that fear of missing out.
Oh, absolutely. Like
Yeah.
if I don't get that specific, play mat with the flashing lights and like 17 different hanging toys, is my child going to be developmentally behind?
Exactly. And that's where the marketing gurus come in. They know how to play on those
Well,
insecurities.
they're good. I'll give them that.
They are. Remember that inflatable baby seat we talked about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Suddenly it seems like every baby needs to be propped up in one of those things,
Right.
even though, previous generations seem to do just fine without them.
Yeah. It's like, where did this need come from?
It's a manufactured need a
Yeah.
lot of times.
So how do we as, savvy consumers, informed parents, how do we cut through all the noise?
It's all about critical thinking.
Yeah.
Question those assumptions. Do you really need that fancy new gadget, or is it just a nice to have?
Right. Right.
Look into the source of the information. Is it a trusted expert, or is it just a cleverly disguised marketing campaign?
Yeah, like this baby carrier was designed by a team of orthopedic surgeons.
Right. But who are these surgeons?
Exactly.
And what are their actual qualifications? So dig a little deeper. Don't take things at face value. Look beyond those flashy product descriptions and glowing reviews.
Talk to other parents. See what they really think.
Yeah, consult with your pediatrician. Do your own research. And sometimes, sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. A cozy blanket, a loving embrace, a good old-fashioned wooden toy. Those things have stood the test of time for a reason.
There's something to be said for keeping it simple.
Absolutely. And when it comes to decision making, remember best is subjective.
Mm-hmm.
What works for one family might not work for another.
So true.
It's about finding what aligns with your parenting style and your baby's unique needs.
That's such an important point. Okay, so deep divers, as you navigate this baby gear jungle, remember to keep those critical thinking skills sharp. Don't be afraid to question the norms, to challenge those marketing messages, and most importantly, trust your own instincts.
Trust your gut.
Exactly. Okay, now for the final part of our deep dive, we're going to tackle something that's often overlooked in this whole baby product frenzy, and that is the environmental impact.
Because the choices we make today for our little ones, they have ripple effects that extend way beyond our own homes.
It's about thinking bigger, thinking long term.
It is.
So we'll be right back to explore how we can be more mindful consumers and make choices that are good for both our babies and the planet.
Welcome back, deep divers. So we're wrapping up our baby gear exploration, and we're going to end with something that's really important to me: sustainability. Because, let's face it, babies grow fast.
Yeah, it's amazing how quickly they go through clothes and toys and all that stuff, and it all adds up.
It does. It's almost ironic, right? We want to give our kids the best, but are we sort of accidentally contributing to a future where best might mean something totally different?
Yeah, it's a real concern, and I think more and more parents are thinking about this these days. But the good news is there things we can do. We can make choices that minimize our impact.
Right. Like that reusable swim diaper we were talking about earlier. That's a good example, right? Absolutely. Choosing reusable products whenever you can, that's a great place to start. Like cloth diapers, for instance.
Okay, yeah, cloth diapers. I got to be honest. The thought of cloth diapering kind of freaks me out a little. Is it really doable these days? Everyone's so busy.
I get it. It definitely takes a bit more effort. But there's so much support out there now. Like there are tons of resources, online communities, and the benefits go beyond just reducing waste. Like reusable products often use more natural materials, which can be better for baby skin.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's not just about the planet. It's about what's good for them too.
Right. It's about those win-wins.
Exactly. And it doesn't have to be all or nothing. Like maybe you start with reusable wipes instead of the disposable ones.
Yeah, or what about choosing toys that are made from sustainable materials like wood or bamboo?
Right. Those are good ideas.
And clothes, consider buying secondhand or doing those clothing swaps with friends or family.
I love that. And I've even heard about renting baby gear now, especially for those big things that you only need for a short time.
Oh yeah, renting is great for things like bassinets and high chairs. It saves money. You don't have all that clutter, and it reduces the demand for new products.
That's so smart. So, okay, deep divers.
Yeah.
The takeaway here is that as you navigate this whole world of baby gear, just remember that sustainability can be a part of it. It doesn't have to be this separate thing.
It's not about being perfect. It's just about making, conscious choices. Every little bit helps.
Exactly. And I think that's a great note to end on. This deep dive has taken us from, those essential products to the crazy marketing and then to the bigger picture, the environmental impact of it all.
We've covered a lot of ground.
We have.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's given you some things to think about, and maybe even some tools to make those decisions that feel good for you and your family.
And your little one.
And the planet.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So as always, deep divers, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep thinking critically about all this. Happy parenting.